Hello and a very warm welcome. Your Chinese preview. Really excited to return to China as F1 heads to China for round 5. Well attended Grand Prix and a Grand Prix that should be on the calendar, and I hope we see. I would love to see a wet race. I can't remember the last time we had a wet race, so yeah, 56 laps, 16 turns. I believe it's 2 DRS zones, although we have seen 3 in the past. 1 down the start finishing line and 1 down the massive straight. But I believe before the massive straight they used to have a DRS zone. So yeah, the first time we have been here in 5 years, and let's hope the drivers, mechanics, media are all safe and they don't end up with COVID. Hopefully we get a good race. I would love to see a wet race, to be honest, but I am excited to return to China. China will host the first sprint race of the season. Now, whether you love the sprint races or not, for me they're artificial and add nothing. But we have practice 1, sprint quali, and then we have a sprint race before qualifying. Now that to me is just going to add absolute carnage. So we're going to have a sprint race. If you have contact in the sprint race, there's a high chance you're going to miss qualifying. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see how that works, but that's asking for trouble. Home race for Guan Yu Zhou, and boy does he need a good home race. He's been quite poor this season. Sauber can't get their pit stops right. Zhou's begging for points, and he's quite under pressure, I would say. So finally, he gets to do his home race, and he needs a big result, I would say. We're coming into the weekend. We're returning to China. Ricciardo's under pressure. High chance Liam Lawson could be in for Miami. It wasn't Ricciardo's fault at Japan, but he needs a big, strong performance. A former race winner here. Surely that's going to give him some confidence. Lewis Hamilton is under pressure. Very poor start to the season. And can Mercedes actually show some performance? Something for their fans to get excited about. And Williams also need a clean weekend. No damage to the car would be good. Albon smashed the car up. Sargent smashed the car up. They need a clean weekend. Because they've been an embarrassment recently, Williams. Not having a spare chassis and all this nonsense. Hiring drivers that are underqualified, you know. I am worried. I suppose in the back of my mind, hope no driver is out the weekend due to COVID, but hopefully that will be all good. But yeah, I'm excited to go back to China. It's been so long. And yeah, down the main straight, you've got that like semicircle where you cut back on yourself. Then you've got an overtaking opportunity. Famously, that's where Ricciardo dive-bombed Bottas. Then you've got a twisty middle section, a bit of a straight, and then another like semicircle onto the back straight. And you need a good exit out of there for DRS. We should see plenty of overtaking. But will the DRS zone be too easy? We wait and find out. We've seen some epic moments around this track. Hopefully 2024 will give us some more. Button going into the wrong pit lane. Sebastian Vettel overtaking 2 cars in the pit lane. The famous torpedo moment. Oh, you came like a torpedo. Yeah, I was racing. Yeah, you were racing, but if I don't go there, you take us both out. Well, don't go there. I'm on the podium, so shut up. Nico Rosberg, first win in 2012. Red Bull even got their first win at this track in 2009. I remember that race. It was absolutely chucking it down. Probably the most famous moment around here is Sebastian Buemi coming down a long straight and both of his front tyres pop off. Change of underpants needed. Ricciardo dive bombing Bottas to win the race. And then probably the most hurtful moment for me was Lewis Hamilton losing the title in 2007. McLaren and Lewis didn't pit, and it cost them big time. So, as usual, we will do qualifying reaction, race reaction, driver ratings for the Chinese Grand Prix. Looking forward to it. Sprint race, I'm not a fan of them. I don't really react to them either. Yeah, so we'll do qualifying reaction, race reaction as usual. I'm looking forward to it. I just want a good race. And Guan Yu Zhou, let's see what he can do at home. Adios.